Hey, how goes it? How goes it, my friend, my subscriber, my viewer, my liker, and my dear human being? How goes it? Well, it's 2025. Did you know that? The year of 2025. When did we start counting the calendars, man? The year is just riding along. I don't know how you're doing, but I hope you're doing well. You're making those steps. Your resolutions are still intact. You haven't thrown the paper. You haven't thrown away the baby tab with your resolution. I hope you're still committed to your covenant and your resolution. Let me tell you something, man. It's a good Friday indeed. Ijumaa Mubarak to my friends and my cousins, my nephews, my nieces, wherever you are. Hopefully your week has yielded something you can celebrate. You can have a cup of whatever you cheer yourself with. It's a delight to be with you guys. It's a good Friday indeed. I have a few things maybe I'll talk about if time allows. Yes, I have time in Tukuriada, man. 101. That's the episode, man. 101. I started at 1, now I'm a centurion. In my episodes, it's exciting to be here with you guys. I enjoy every moment when I give you a perspective from where I sit, asking questions, probing things of life, investigating, interrogating everything we can see, and knowing that our answers to those things we ask might not be sufficient, but at least we ask. Because the last time I checked, the best way you can ever say you're growing is if you ask questions. Ask those 2-year-old or even less, or those kids, man. Why? That's their mode of communication. Why? Why do you want me to go sit down? Why do you want me to eat broccoli? Why don't I have chocolate right now? Why? Hey, that is the Western culture. I don't think I had that privilege growing up. I never asked why. That why I just found out exists when I crossed the pond. Because in my culture, where I grew up, why was never part of the any conversation when you're talking to an adult. It never comes up. You cannot say kwanini. You cannot say ene. Oh my God. You don't want to do that because imagine a teacher talking to you and telling, hey, uh, bend over because I got a cane on my hand and I'm about to pretty much brutalize your backside. And then you turn around and you say, why? It gets worse after that. So you might as well control what is about to happen by just saying, I don't know how to talk. I'm just gonna take it. Hopefully I survive. Listen, I made a joke out of something serious, but you can see you have to have a sense of humor when you've been brutalized and traumatized. Otherwise, I tell you what, why is a good question. It's a brilliant question because I would ask you this: why is diversity a word or a phrase or something we talk about? Diversity, equity, equitable, different voices. Why is that something we talk about? But when you look at the outcomes, what follows, the implementations of those great phrases, we talk of love, yet we have deficiency of love all around us. We love our couches. I love my phone. We have this love language that, to be honest with you, I don't know that we really understand what love is, what compassion is, what grace is, what humanity is. Because if we did, I think we'll take more time to really understand the organic formulation and implementation of all that. Hey, it's JKKC, man. Thinking is wise. Thinking he can say why to you guys, and you guys respond at the bottom of the comments. Again, I'm on the platform where I'm allowed to say what I have to say because I'm here, you are there, you're listening, You love me, I love you too. And be careful out there, people. Be careful. Um, when is today? The 17th of January. We got 3 days. TikTok has been banned and banished to exile. I got to say, man, there's going to be mental issues with TikTok being banned. I tell you that there are going to be some problems. It won't be just be the phone and TikTok. There are going to be some major psychological. I don't know where it's going to go because TikTok has been medicinal and therapeutic to some people. It's a fact. Before we go there, let's have a moment. Just forget about TikTok. Listen to Fire Taste. Just come on, listen. That's right. The queen, the goat, the legend, the voice. I tell you what, TikTok, nah. This is Macambo, mi ballet. It's all done. Shoki Maka. Wait, don't give up yet. Enjoy Friday music. Listen to that. Listen, TikTok is being told to go back home. But Fire Taste invites you to celebrate life no matter what. Okay? So I don't know. I'll let you know what happens after TikTok has been switched off because I just have to enjoy life with Fire Taste. Kamomi Ballet, my friend. 101 is the episode. This is me again. Let me introduce myself to Koreada. I like to go into different various things so I can just maybe ground you because it's 100 days to go. And London is already burning. Burning, salivating, talking, people just predicting. London Marathon, man. I think it's become one of those events that is coming up in 100 days. And there's a lot of talking, a lot of things about the upcoming event. That's a long way from now, but I tell you what else can we talk about? Marathon is, I told you this, marathon is one level under below Olympics. Is where people show up. From what they call them the handicap to the elite. There's some in the middle there, I don't know what they call them. Okay, you have to be invited. Some people do this for good causes, for charities. Some people do this for money. Some people do this to say, I did my bucket list. It's London Marathon, my friend. 2025 is coming up in 100 days. You can start counting. I'm doing countdown for you. Because while London is about to burn under the bell, the Big Ben, yeah, there's a clock. They call it Big Ben. I don't know Big Ben. You remember? You guys are young. Big Ben is a clock in London. They call it Big Ben clock. So the talk about London Marathon is to do with elite athletes. We are looking forward to seeing some Olympiads coming to make some money. It's a good money. It's a good payday for winners and maybe top 3, I think, and I think top 10. We are looking forward to seeing the defending champion, Alexander Mutiso, a Kenyan, I think. I suspect, I'm guessing. I could be wrong. I didn't look at their nationality. Of course, I know the Olympiad gold medalist, Tamirat Tola, man. You remember that guy? Yeah, from Paris. Just look back. And then we have the Berlin winner this year, Melkesha Magesto. and then the New Yorker, Abdi Negeye. So that is what we are looking at in the men category. How they're going to pan out. Those are the names being floated out as the elites, the top elites going into this countdown to London Marathon. Is always incredible event. As I said, it's just one step below our Olympics. And so that's where we are looking for. And they are mentioning too the Valencia, who just won the Valencia Marathon, Sebastian Sawe, whom I talked about. I mentioned about him a little bit. It is some good time. These are guys who have ran under 2:04, 2 hours and 4 minutes. These are elites. I remember 2:10 was elite. 2:10 these days is not even invited. They could be pacemakers. If at all they're lucky. 2:10. By the way, we have a woman who has ran 2:09, Ruth Chemge, teaching in Chicago. She's coming to London. So in the women category, we have, as I say, Ruth coming, the world record holder. And of course, before I go, let me not get away from the men's section yet. There's a rumor that the GOAT, the legend, Eliud Kipchoge, might come through and participate in London Marathon. It's a rumor. I think rumors are always not reliable in marathon, but you could show up, and you know if Eliud Kipchoge shows up, as usual, cameras on Eliud. My take on Eliud Kipchoge is now that he hasn't accomplished what he needs to accomplish. My take on him being rumored to participating in these 2:04 and 2:03 speed young marathon runners is that for him maybe he's just making what I call overtime money. Like, okay, I've done my days, I've done my 20 plus years of marathon and top athlete. Eliud Kipchoge might be doing what I call farewell trips and farewell marathons. That's my opinion on him. I think he's done what he needs to do. And one of the things that saddens me sometimes about people at the top like him is to go out limping. Like in Paris Olympics, where he doesn't even finish it. He goes around, he's driven off by a Uber. I'm not a big fan of that myself. I think you want to get out of the sport, get out in your own times, at your own time. Maybe that's what he's doing. I don't know. He still looks fit to me, but he's not as fit as he used to be. But my opinion is that say farewell when you can say farewell. You don't have to say farewell while you're racing. That's my opinion. I'm talking of people like Usain Bolt. They just say 3 strikes, 3 gold medals, I'm out. I like that because that way you kind of dictate. You have the final word. I came here, I'm out here. I don't think it's a good time for an athlete for me to limp off, to be injured off his top game. I think I'm a big fan of, okay, I'm staying home today, call a few cameras and says, hey, I'm retiring. That's my opinion. So again, it's being rumored. It might show in London. On the women, as I say, Ruth Chemgetich, world record holder, 2:09, incredible. Sefana San, Sefana San is being one of the athletes who is being said she's going to be there on the women category. It's going to be her, Sefan, and then we have the Olympic gold medalist, Sigita Sefa, showing up for that event too. So we're going to have the big three, which makes it exciting to begin with. But with marathon, you can talk all you want 100 days before until that day. And I think it's a good talking point. I think what else we do? We talk about these athletes all day. I do it. So predictions are being laid out. People are salivating. They're talking of stars. It's going to be a star-studded event in London as usual. A lot of money being poured out. And so we are looking forward to that. Yeah, 100 days. And those are the athletes being mentioned because they are big names, as I say. What is the other news for you guys before I let you go? Helen Obiri was given a military welcome back in Kenya for what she calls a 10-week boot camp training regiment in Gong Hills. Helen Obiri, you know what she wants to do in April? Helen Obiri wants to go defend. She's the 2-time Boston Marathon, and so she decides to go home, take time off Colorado training ground, and go back home, drink a few of those mursik. I don't know if they have mursik in Bosongo, but anyway, she's gone home. She's doing her thing. She's training. There's one thing that I want to say that I say this on this channel, which I want to take pride on. She finally admits and agrees with me that last year, 2024, she over-raced. Go check my YouTube on Helen Obiri. I told you that, but now she's saying it. I think she's recognized that at 37, she has to be more smarter, pick her races, pick where she go, but you cannot do 3 marathons in a year. Helen Obiri, yep, it took a toll on her. She has some injuries. She never got to the top of her game. And so I hope this change and this admission that she's noticed that at 37, a lot of running, a lot of races, you have to kind of figure out where do you want to go and do the A game. You can't be doing A game in every marathon. You have to pick one. I wish I were in Boston. I'll be keeping an eye on that. And of course, I'll finish with Botswana. Letsile Tebogo apparently has gone down under in Australia, Melbourne, to do the 400 meters in a Maori plant meet coming up soon in March of the 29th of this year. So he's a gold medalist in the 200 coming out of Paris Olympics. He wants to try out in 400 to begin the season. They usually do that, these sprinters anyway. They get the endurance. He has a 44. I don't know what that means, endurance. He's a 44 guy in 400. So yeah, I like that. I like that he's training well. And this guy, I tell you what, I mean, as a continent of Africa, that's the face of sprinting. There's of course Sabine, the 100-meter guy, or Manyala, of course. But when it comes to sprinters in Africa, and Botswana in particular, we only have one right now, the gold medalist 200. So yeah, he's kicking off his season in Melbourne, Australia, down under. What do you think? What do you think? Keep subscribing, man. Keep liking, okay? Keep viewing it. It's easy, okay? I give you moments of this, and I give you fire tales. What else do you want me to do? And I give you predictions of talking about Landmark. There's no predictions yet. I haven't gone there yet. I've just talked of these names. Of course, you know who I'm rooting for in London, Sefana San. She wins it again. I tell you what, we can as well start saying, just get everybody out of the way. Give her the trophy. The GOAT. She's still the GOAT. Yeah, so Eliud Kipchoge, he doesn't have to prove anything to us anymore. Goodness me. Come on, Eliud. You don't have to prove anything. You've done it all. Kenya is named after you. In fact, they're about to call Kenya Eliud Kipchoge. They should even call JKA. These, if you want to give up Jomo Kenyatta Airport, Jomo Kenyatta, how did I even say that? Let's just name it after Eliud Kipchoge, okay? He's the face, he's the ultimate ambassador when it comes to marathon and accomplishment. Hands down, that was me, man. JKKC made a case for Eliud Kipchoge. JKKA, JKKC, JKA, what is going on here? Eliud Kipchoge, that's where they have the airport. Just name it after him. Don't give it to the Indians. Are you kidding me? How did I say that? See you on the other side of the pillar, man. It's always a pleasure. And again, fire test. Listen to that lady, man. She'll make your TikTok depression go a little bit lower. It was nice talking to you. See you on the other side of the pillow, because I say love. This is the year of love. 2025 is the year of love. I've commissioned a lot of people to subscribe and declare this year with me as the year of love. I'll talk to you later. It's been a pleasure.